Happy New Year! It is a new year and we are busy making our black eyed peas for New Year's Day. And we're actually doing some other things this year that we have not done in the past. I'm doing a little bit different recipe with the black eyed peas this year. Added in some other goodies that we don't normally do, and they are delicious. I also did our normal cornbread cake recipe, which I absolutely love. It is a sweet cornbread and it is so delicious. We make this actually all the time. And I use my huge iron skillet, and it almost is all gone by the end of the meal because the kids love this so much. This year I added in cabbage. I just cooked them in some butter and added salt and pepper, and they're absolutely delicious. I think I added garlic as well. And you know, the cabbage I think is supposed to represent dollars for the new year, and the black eyed peas is like coins or something. So we did that, 8 tons of it. Hopefully that'll pan out, we'll see. And of course we did some rice. I love the parboiled rice and the jasmine, but this is the parboiled. I absolutely love it. I cook it actually in a chicken stock water with some bouillon. It's super delicious. So made that. Now this year, before we can get started back to school, we were going to have to beat these January blahs. I talked about this in the video that is coming up on Friday. It is the how to beat the January blahs video. And look at this. This is our shelves, guys, from Christmas and just everything. It's just gotten crazy messy. So we have to get this back in order, guys, before we start, or we are not going to be able to start smoothly, and it is not going to go well. So I am organizing. This is like our main shelf, all of the books and main things that we use on a day-to-day basis or for the term. And I organized that back row, and then we have this front row. We are in an RV, so we don't have a ton of storage. So we have to utilize every piece that we have perfectly almost, just to make it work smoothly, but not so cluttered that it's, you know, just crazy. So it's kind of a skill that we've had to adapt to, and it's worked out fine. I just really have to stay on top of it. So I've got this all done. I think that looks nice, and I know where everything is. And now I have finished all 4 cabinets. This is 4 on top of each other. This top one is our kind of extra supplies, busy bags, those kinds of things. This next one is, like I said, our main shelf. It's got that basket there. That's like our morning time basket, I guess, if you have to give it a name. This is like my Form 1, which are my little guys, all of their little things, preschool, kinder, first graders. This is all of their stuff and their games and their little stuff. And the bottom one is our books. This is not all of our books. We have a ton of them under the RV, but these are the ones we're going to be using for the next few months. So after a long break like we had for Christmas and December and Thanksgiving, it is always so refreshing, not only for the kiddos, but also for mama, when you start back with fresh, clean supplies that are ready to go and orderly and organized. Like I said, I talk about this in the video on Friday a little bit more in detail, but yeah, I'm gonna get all of these color pencils sharpened. These are the same ones we've been using, but for Christmas, I got a new way that we can store these. So I'm going to show that to you guys, and I'm so excited to share this with you guys. I talked about it a little bit in my Charlotte Mason Christmas gift ideas. I also showed it in our Christmas Day video, and this is it. It is so awesome. I got this for myself and my 2 oldest daughters. Mine will be for everyone to share, and then they have their own personal ones. And this is so cool, guys. It's got 3 layers here, and they all look more or less the same as this. And you can store pens, like the gel pens, which is what I think my daughters are doing. But I am putting color pencils because it seems like we never are able to keep those together. And like I said, I had them in a giant like freezer bag, and yes, that works, but it's just not beautiful. And part of the Charlotte Mason homeschool living and all of that, the lifestyle, is just to take your things and make them beautiful. And so that is what we're doing. We are going to make our colored pencils more beautiful this way and store them here. And it's also perfect for nature study because it has a handle. We can take it with us, and you know, we can take it in the car, we can take it wherever, and it's just really good. So I'm super excited about this. I'm glad I could share it with you guys. And I'm not organizing these pencils in any kind of awesome order. That's just not going to work because they're going to get crazy, and then that will make me even more crazy. So we're going to start out with them all mixed up, and that's how they're going to be. So anyway, here it is. I got it done. I did have space for an eraser, sharpener, and regular pencils there in the front. And then I've just got them kind of scattered in here so we can open and enjoy, and it's just fun. This is going to be a fun way for us to keep them organized. And as you can tell, I absolutely love it. So yay! Homeschool win right there. You can find this on Amazon. I will try to link it below. There were several different color options for the cover, and I wasn't sure if that pencil sharpener and eraser would fit, like if it would be able to zip up, but look here, it did. Everything fit perfect, and yay. So that is a huge homeschool win. Way to organize and way to start the new year. Yay for that. Okay, if we're going to be sharpening, why not sharpen everything, right? So these are obviously not beautiful as far as they're all the same or anything like that. And they're just a mismatch of random pencils, but they do need to be sharpened. So we're gonna get them all sharpened, put fresh erasers on the ones that have been worn out, toss the ones that are just not worth saving, and get them in my little cup. You'll see that in a few minutes. I have this little carrot cup. I don't know why I love this cup so much, but I have them in this little carrot cup, and it's like a tin can, and I just like it. So I don't know, maybe I'm weird. All right, so this is my little supply closet that I'm organizing, and like I said, it's very little. So there's not a ton of space, so everything has to be really specific as far as what goes in and what does not. So we've got scissors, we've got glue sticks, we've got regular glue, highlighters and Sharpies and dry erase markers, just a few of each, and a little tiny sharpener, or no, excuse me, that was a stapler, and some little clothespin things that I use for different things. So we're gonna stick this here in our supply cabinet. Like I told you, it's tiny, but it's still perfect because I can get everything I need inside it. So there's the markers. We needed new markers, guys. We just did. That's my box of crayons. I probably should have refreshed some of that, but I don't think I did. Some other little fun things that go in here, and just get it all set up and organized. It was trashed. I did not show you this closet before I started organizing it, but I should have, because it was really trashed and it needed to be reorganized. So I am so glad that I took time to do this. It's going to make when we start back to our new school year, or it's the same school year, but when we start back this new year, it's just going to make it feel so much smoother. So there's my markers. I like that they're in this skinny box that fits right behind my supply box, and we can get out easily. So I do like that. Yeah, so there you go. That's our supply box, supply cabinet, all the things. Sharpener there, little jar of erasers, little jar of manipulatives, the little marbly things. I think there's a couple rolls of tape in there. It's just really, really specific. So this past week, we have been starting back to school very slowly, and we started with this, The Life of Our Lord, which is written by Charles Dickens. If you missed that video, I did a whole author study on Charles Dickens last semester, and we studied his biography and some works of his. He also wrote this, so I wanted to include this before we moved on. So we have been reading this and kind of, like I said, very slowly going in and easing back into our lessons. We started out with just that, read aloud and a little devotional the first couple days, and then we added in the kids' math lessons, and slowly we will add in their reading lessons until eventually we have added in everything. So next week we are going full speed ahead, and we will go with everything next week. But this week we're still going slow, and it's working out well. I really recommend that, especially for when you're starting back after a long break. We did this after summer, and we do it now. So it really, really helps. I do talk about this again on Friday, beating the January blahs. So look for that video. There's a couple other tips that will help you if you are trying to get back into the groove of homeschool, but struggling a little bit. You can check that out. And if you need some mama encouragement, do check out my New Year's resolution video. That will help you with that as well. So if you just need a little encouragement to get you going. So here's my twins. They are working on a little cutting activity. Just like I said, something to kind of keep our hands busy and get us back into the groove of sitting down and doing something constructive with our hands and our brains and our minds, and getting back into the groove of sitting for a story and listening and being patient. Just all of those things that kind of go by the wayside once you get to the Christmas, you know. I don't know. You get out of that routine and things just kind of go wacky. We had some sick days there that I talked about. And yeah, when you get off your routine, it feels like it takes so long to get back on. So that's what we're doing here. Now, of course, we can't try to get back on our routine without having some fun at the library. The library here where we live has a huge sledding hill, so we are enjoying that a little bit as well. It's not all work. There is definitely time for play, so that is what we're doing. And this hill is crazy big. These are my only 3 that wanted to do this, and I could not believe that my 4-year-old was so excited and did this over and over and over. But there she is on the back of the sled with her 8-year-old brother and loving it. So this was really fun. Like I said, we are slowly easing back in. If you have not already subscribed to our channel, please do so. I would love it. Leave me a comment about when you guys are starting back to school. I would love to see that as well. I'm curious. And just let me know that you stopped by. Well, that's it for today, guys. I will see you next time.